And we are live. What's up, everybody? I'm Jay from Leprechaun TV and your host of The Hot Seat. And on this week's episode, we have Greg DeJurio, the BBQ Broker. Ooh, 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 ooh. What's going on?
What's up, dude? How you doing?
What's happening, man? How's the week going? I seen you Tuesday on also the co-host of Pit Life Barbecue Podcast.
Yes, sir. Yep.
So what have you been up to since then?
Nothing. We had a great show on Tuesday. We had Al from Magnus Chef on, and dude's got a great product, and looking forward to getting a set of gloves.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this past week has just been a whirlwind. I have four catering jobs this past week in 7 days. It was a long one. And a lot of them were split cooks. So I had to do the brisket and the butts, the night before or the day before, really. And then come home and get a few hours of sleep and then basically just go back in the morning, 5, 6 o'clock to throw the ribs on. And then a couple hours later, throw the chicken thighs on, have everything off by 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then off to the location. So it's been a real busy week for the BBQ Broker Catering LLC, if you would.
Right
the
on.
Business
Right
part
on.
of it all. Yeah, it's been jamming.
I'm getting my feet wet into that catering, and people don't like the quotes to begin with.
No, they don't realize how labor intensive barbecue is and how expensive meats have gotten.
Right. And the thing is I've never done this before, so I rely on people like you, Steel Drum Smokers,
Good dude. Yep. Good
Texas
dude.
style barbecue and cuisine, Daddy Dutch barbecue.
Johnny. Yep.
Just the people that are already established in that field. How much per pound per person, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Just getting into that, and it's a learning curve, but I don't think the people understand, like we just said, people don't understand the time and the effort and the price of the meat.
So expensive is brisket, man. The quote will be a third less if you don't get brisket. If someone's like, "Oh, it's $1,000," I'm like, "Yeah, you wanted brisket. We're serving X amount of people. And if you don't want the brisket, though, we could substitute that for pork butt, and it'll only be like $6.40. You know what I mean? It's like so much less if you don't want brisket. But the thing is, everyone wants brisket.
Yes,
it's worth it. I'm sorry, it just is. I mean, still,
that's something everybody requests. That's number one request when you're doing this brisket, right off the rip.
Yep. Last week we had chopped brisket in sandwiches, and we had pulled pork sandwiches, and I went through 3 briskets versus not even 2 butts. I had a lot of leftover pork. The pork started to go after the brisket went, but people go right for the brisket.
Yeah. So the briskets have been well requested over on this side too, and I'm looking at $6.99 a pound over in these neck of the woods. Yeah,
wholesale.
Well, see, that's the thing is I'm not established, so I have to go to the corner store or even Restaurant Depot is about all I could get. I'm not in with any butcher.
You can get it wholesale there at Restaurant Depot. Yeah, I've seen them here today at they were $4.79 a pound for choice today.
Okay.
And no, wait, that might have. And Angus was like $4.86 a pound. So you get Angus. You can get either choice or Angus at Restaurant Depot. You can't get prime.
Right.
You just won't get it.
Yeah.
So, they were under $5 for both today. But I get prime every single time. I haven't not used prime for a catering job since I started catering, really, in April of this year. I haven't not once used anything other than prime. I I pay right now. I'm paying $5.85 a pound, and it's like it's a lot more. I'd rather pay the extra $1.50 more, $1.40 more, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It makes the difference, and where it makes the difference is in the flat.
Okay.
It makes a difference right in the flat, because the flat is, dries out the quickest, and the middle of the flat really the hardest to break and get moist. If you got prime, I think that definitely helps. The
So
marbling helps more.
I went to Mr. Brisket, my last one, which is a guy here in Cleveland, and he ships to a lot of a different guys that do competition, and it was Wagyu. Gave it to me for $7.99 a pound. And when it was all said and done, man, I took that point and I just ran my knife right over the flat, and it came off so perfectly. And I did the burn ins with the point. Oh man, it was beautiful, very beautiful.
Nice.
We
was
got
that for like a job, or was that just for the?
Yeah, that was for a job. Yeah, that was for a customer.
Yeah, that's good. So you cook it, you leave it intact, and you cook it with it on.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. And I think to get that moist flat, it's essential. And that's why these guys that are doing competitions, if they're separating before they cook and they're doing a separate point and a separate flat, that's why they're going Wagyu. Because even with prime, it's so hard to keep that flat moist without the decal intact.
We got a question. We got a question from the chat.
Leprechaun,
is this guy's name Messy Mike?
No, I'm not Messy Mike. Messy Mike, who said that? Is that Dutch?
Yeah.
Dutch. Screw you, Dutch.
So hey, but that was a perfect segue into the next question, because we got ahead of ourselves, and God.
I almost answered that like it was a real question until I knew it was Dutch.
Yeah, they're flying off the shelf now. Here we go. Here's Uncle Steve for you.
Uncle Stevie, what's up?
I saw this guy in a fluff movie.
That's my Uncle Steve, everybody.
Yeah. So, all right, real quick. Who are you? Where were you born? Where do you live? And if you had a choice to live anywhere in the world, stress-free, just maybe somewhere you visited before or somewhere where you want to, where would you go and live if you had a choice?
All right. Well, my name is Greg DiGiorgio, and I live just 10 minutes north of Boston, Massachusetts, downtown Boston. I grew up here all my life, and I'm a full-time real estate agent, real estate broker, if you will. I've been a full-time real estate broker for 20 years. I've always dabbled in the backyard with barbecuing and stuff. And about 2010, got my first smoker. Well, years later, after I've got really into it and got the green egg, started banging out briskets, I started taking them to my housewarming parties. Because I get invited to quite a bit of housewarming parties. I get pretty close to my clients when I'm taking them out to, 20, 30, 40 houses or whatever. And then I usually get invited to the barbecue. So usually you're bringing food. So one day I said to my wife, I want to bring a brisket. And she says, you're going to cook that thing for like 10 hours before you go? Like the night before, you're going to be exhausted. I'm like, yeah, but they'll love it. So that was my drive. I'm like, I just want to see their reaction, So I took it. And it was a huge hit. So I kept doing it. And I was talking to my couple people at work at lunch and telling them what I'm doing. And one of them was like, hey, geez, you like the barbecue realtor? And someone's like, oh, you like the barbecue agent? And then I was like, oh, I got my broker's license. So does that make me the barbecue broker? And they were like, oh, yeah, that's it.
Fitting,
so
right?
I had our company designer just come up with like a simple, just a very simple logo right here, just very simple.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. Just put some flames on there and throw my barbecue broker on it. She comes up with this. I'm like, I love it. So simple, but yet effective. And I never changed it, and I kept it. And with no intent of ever even opening up a catering company, this was just for fun. This was just for freaking. This was just for.
I got one for you. If you want to lean in and look at this one, hold on.
Hey, CJ, what's up, brother?
Yeah, CJ's got a question for you since you're on the subject. Let's get this one out the way. How come Greg doesn't send his clients to my company for their home loan needs?
Is CJ a loan officer?
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. He's
damn CJ.
Yeah.
You license you do Massachusetts?
Right. I'm sure if he says his company, I'm sure they work with everybody outside of California.
To talk about that. We need to actually talk about that.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Right.
I'd be open to talking to CJ about that. That's interesting. Right. I didn't know he was a loan officer. Very, very cool. So that's really how the
funding
broker came
funding
about.
manager. Funding manager. My
funding
bad.
manager. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
My bad, CJ.
That's cool. Well, we'll see how we can work together.
Yeah. Right.
Keep it.
You never know. You never know. These little links like this will lead you to a gold mine someday. You never know. Steve says he's a loan acceptor. Bring me your business.
Love it. Oh shit. That's
but
funny.
Yeah, so where would you like to live if you had?
So, man, I just keep thinking of Aruba. We just went there a couple months ago.
Yeah, right.
I can't stop thinking of it. It was so chill. I never came back from a vacation so relaxed in my life. The weather's perfect. It's 82 to 87 or 88, like every single day with a breeze. I don't know how you can go wrong with that. So Aruba's been on the mind. Crawdaddy's in the house.
Yeah, we got Kyle too.
Oh Jesus, here we go.
He says
about to hit the fan.
He says cooking with CJ. He must not watch any of your stuff. I knew that. How are you doing, brother? Oh, that's funny.
It is.
Yeah, so those were beautiful pictures. I could see why you would choose that. You know what I mean?
Thanks, man.
That trip that you were on, man. Man, I've never seen those white sandy beaches and that blue water and shit, man.
Gorgeous, dude. We were just there for a wedding, and it was just amazing. And we're like, okay, so we used to go to like Cape Cod every year for a family vacation or something. We're like, all right, we're just gonna go to Aruba every year and stay at the all inclusive.
Yeah,
that's just people coming up to you at the right at the freaking hotel and right at the pool. I know if you live there, it ain't gonna be like that, right? Because you're gonna have a house and you're not gonna get that all-inclusive hotel. But people are just so laid back there and just so chill. I gotta say Aruba, hands down. I don't do a lot of traveling, but I'm just gonna say Aruba.
Okay. Yeah, Aruba, I don't do much.
And a close second will probably be Texas.
Right. If I had to pick somewhere, it'd be like in the mountains or something, because I've never been to the white sandy beaches.
Right. Yeah, man. Good stuff.
Everybody's on the CJ and the broker, the real estate side of things.
Right. The boring side.
Oh, here we go, Crawdaddy.
What? Oh, weird. In Aruba? So cool. Thanks, Chris.
And Uncle Steve likes your pronunciation. It must be that mass talk.
Aruba. I didn't say rhubarb. I didn't say that.
Aruba.
It is Aruba. It's an A at the end of it.
Got you all confused, man.
No, because people from Boston are definitely. We take the R's. We take the R off of. Well, we take the R off of things that have it, and then we add R's in words that don't have it.
Right.
I can't think of something. Can't think of anything at the exact moment, but we are
Butter.
always adding.
Butter.
Water is just water. Yeah,
Water.
definitely an R.
And do you put butter in your burn ends?
I do put butter. Yeah, I do put butter in the burn ends. Yep. Park the car in the Harvard yard. Put the butter in the burn ends. Park the car in the
Get in
rear.
the car. We're going to the bar.
What up, Big Salinas? Yeah.
So, the BBQ Broker Catering LLC. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen you just have pop-ups, like at a bar, parking lot for fundraising, stuff like that. So how do you decipher yourself from catering and a pop-up and the health department not mess with you?
Well, we do catering and we do special events. The special events, I guess, would be more of the pop-ups. So, you hire me for your. So I'm licensed. I have a prep kitchen that I work out of. That's a license that I'm licensed out of by the Board of Health. Do all my prep, keep all my.
So you have a commissary. Where's your commissary kitchen?
It's in Woburn. It's in Woburn, and where I'm in Wakefield. It's only like 10 minutes from my house.
Okay.
So I keep all my meats there. I do all my prep. I trim all my briskets, and I cook there. That's where I actually cook because I can't cook at my house. Can't cook for anything at my house.
Right.
Stinks up the whole neighborhood. You know what I mean? And my next door neighbor is older and she's got asthma and it just doesn't work. So, but I cook there and everything, and I have my warmer there. So usually I'll do my cook for long cooks the day before, go home around midnight, 1, 2 o'clock, or come back at 6 and do the second part of the cook and then take off to whatever job. So we'll do backyard parties, graduations, birthdays. We do a lot of construction sites too. You know how they have topping off parties, safety parties, and different things like that. So we do stuff like that. So we'll basically, what we're doing is we're showing up. 10 by 10 goes up. Park the smoker right in the back of it. We set up the wash, rinse, sanitize station. So if it's on private property, we don't have to get a permit from the Board of Health.
Oh.
If I'm going to like a private property, like to someone's yard or to a owned land of a construction site or something like that. If we're going to a brewery, which we do, which we go to, and we do pop-ups at breweries, then we have to get a permit from the Board of Health, so that we're popping up there. You know what I mean? Or like a festival or something like that, we have to get a permit by the Board of Health. So it's just, it goes by town. Well, we did a women's tackle football game once last summer, and we had to get a permit from the city for that. So it just depends on what type of event it is. Will depend on if you need a permit or not. That's it. Really.
Okay. So is that state to state? Do you know? Does that change state to state? Or is that
I know that the ServSafe rules are national rules. You're not really supposed to cook in your driveway or prepare foods in your home, really anywhere in the entire country. As far as I know. I know that there's farming communities though that have different overlay laws and local laws and ordinances that may or may not, that may allow you to maybe cook at your house because no one's around for miles, but you'd have to still have a commissary or shared kitchen to do certain prep in.
Right on.
Unless that town allows you to have a Board of Health approved home kitchen, which would have to be totally separate from your regular kitchen, have to be like a separate wing of the house, an entrance, locking doors, and it'd have to be outfitted commercially. And if the zoning permitted, you could have a prep kitchen as part of your home. If the zoning permitted, if you were in like a business or a mixed use type of a district, you could get away with that.
Right on.
Yeah. So all about the zoning. And if you go get a special permit or a variance, that's a different story, which might allow you to do something that you probably wouldn't be able to do. And then you get approval from everybody. You know.
These are the things that I'm still learning.
Yeah.
As I go along. Obviously, it'll come with more time. David Fogg dropped $20 and says, "Go past Worcester where we speak proper English."
It's called Worcester. We call it Worcester. Hey, toll booth Willie, $1.25, sir. The old Adam Sandler, toll booth Willie.
Oh, that's hilarious.
From Worcester, $1.25.
So we had Big Rome ask, "What's your favorite protein?"
What's up, big dog?
Yeah. What's your favorite protein to smoke?
Bone-in brisket.
Bone-in brisket?
3-bone plate rib.
Oh, okay.
I call it bone-in brisket.
Right on.
Because basically, I mean, it's the 3-bone, I believe, is ribs 6, 7, and 8 or something, and that's kind of closer to the belly. So I think there's a lot extra marbling, and those are the big Dino ribs as opposed to a full bone. So I call those the bone-in briskets. But yeah, I like a solid giant beef rib and a brisket, of course. Those are my favorite proteins.
Well, we did have a question for you, but then it turned around for a question for Mags. What is Greg's biggest pet peeve about doing the show with Mags? Never mind. Mags, what's your biggest pet peeve about Greg?
I love it. Aren't you supposed to be on a chat room in Australia or something with Mags? What are you even doing on here right now? Oh shit!
We got some new people coming in. Skinner Farms, Ski Girly, Bobby Canton, Jeannie's Joint. We got Loaderman.
What's up, guys? Cheers,
yeah,
everybody.
that's about it.
Yo, Mags and I, man, we're like brothers. You know, we just kind of hit it off. Like when I met him through the boys of New England Pit Masters. Right here, my boys represent, and he grew up just a town away from me, just like me and Kevin Yor did from NEP, and you know.
Yeah, where is Kev?
Kev is I don't know. He's supposed to jump on. He gets up early, so he might already went to bed. But yeah, you know, I just met Mags. It was almost like long lost brother. You know, same with Kevin and Chris.
Yeah,
Chris being from Texas, but still a close brother.
A little birdie told me that these guys played the sickest barbecue joke on you ever. Like one of the worst jokes ever.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Where you went to the store and you came back?
Yeah. Long cook, long night. I just got up from my nap shift. And I was like, get up, you know, I was like, kind of like 3 hours sleep, like, let's go, you know, I'm going to serve a lot of people today. And I get up and I'm always like, go, go, go. I'm a little aggressive. I'm a little fast paced. I know this.
Yeah, you're a little high strung. We all know that.
I am. My mom's always told me.
Hey, all right, I'm gonna use a phrase from earlier. Rocking that schmedium shirt, all high strung.
By the way, I wear extra larges. Okay, so all y'all can eat it. I'm just saying. Okay, these aren't mediums. These are XLs. I got the tag still on it. Show you. I just happen to fill them out. I'm a stocky guy. I'm only 5'10", freaking 215 pounds. I fill out. I can fill out an XL. Shit. What are you talking about? But
talking about.
But I'm a little bit fast. I'm a little bit fast paced.
Yeah.
Why was we talking about that? Now
the barbecue joke that they pulled on you.
Yeah, so I wake up and I'm like, all right, I'm going to get dunks. Who wants dunks? Like, oh, we're good. So I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. So I go to Dunkin' Donuts, grab a coffee, an egg sandwich. I come back. I just checked, you know, everything. I flipped a couple logs. Everything's looking good. I come back and the temp dropped like 100 degrees. It was like 130 degrees. And these guys are just sitting around, you know, their feet up. They got a fire going. They're like, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, I come back and I'm like, hey, what's up? You know, and I'm like, I look at the temp gauges. I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing right now? Like, what do you mean, Greg? And I'm like, what's happening right now? Is anyone watching the damn fire? Is anyone watching the damn fire? That's all you have to do is watch the damn fire. I live for freaking 10, 15 minutes and no one can watch the damn fire. I open up the freaking fire thing. It's roaring. I'm like, this is impossible. There's no way it's dropped there. So I walk back over frantically. They're all fucking dying laughing. I'm like, what's the matter? What's so goddamn funny? Now I know the joke's on me. I take a closer look. I'm like, it's fucking Celsius. You changed it to Celsius. They changed it to Celsius. And they got me good. They got me real good. They got me real good.
Oh, I wish I would. I heard there's a video. I tried to get the video. I heard you chased you. I heard you chased them around with a shovel afterwards.
And I was sober too.
Well, yeah, you just woke up from the nap.
That's it. That's it. I don't drink when I'm pulling the overnighters. You can't really. You have to be. You're gonna be on it. You know. Yeah, that was a good one.
Was Kyle there?
No, Kyle's not here. Kyle lives across the country, I think.
Well, he said it was a great reenactment. That's why I say. So you made us all feel like we were just there, is what I'm saying.
Did I? Thank you. All right, cool. That was good.
That is such a good one.
That's funny.
So who was involved with that one?
That was Kevin. That was Chris. That was Lenny. Who the hell else was there? Mike Hamill was there, I think. That might have been it. Yeah. Shit, man. They got me good. Oh, and then, of course, Shane, I think, was there, the owner of the LBC, the Long Blue Cat brewery that we're at doing the fundraiser.
Right on.
Oh, man, that was...
That's good. A story. Hey, that's a story that'll never die, man. That'll never die.
There was a video. Kevin has the video. I know he does. He was taping me. He had it like at his nuts, you know, like he wasn't taping it, but he was like holding it and just like taping it down here, you know, because like he didn't want to make it obvious.
Right.
I was like, what the hell? What the hell? You guys had one goddamn job. I was like scolding them, you know, I'm like, you son of a bitches. Oh shit.
That's hilarious. I seriously wouldn't know. I would flip out too, tell you the truth. Yeah. When there's supposed to be a team, but I always cover my. I would have double checked. I wouldn't have been tapping on the fucking thing. I would have been reading.
Because I was tapping on a digital thermometer. Right. It wasn't even like. Like what the hell? Like shaking it. Like this is wrong. Like what's happening right now? I'm always tapping my Teltrues, but what is this? That was a good one. That was a good time. That was a good day.
Crying. It got me crying over here. David Fogg has a question that he always asks a guest. What is your most favorite thing to cook, and what is your least favorite thing to cook?
My favorite and my least favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Good question. Well, I think I answered the favorite one earlier. I love them 3-bone plate ribs, man.
Right on.
Or a brisket. I mean, it's just
those are like same.
Those are my brisket. I'm a brisket fanatic. And, you know, if I had to throw another beef up there, I love beef cheeks. I always have a supply of them. I always have a stock of them. I love making beef cheek tacos.
You smoke those? You smoke those?
I smoke them. Yep. My family loves them. My wife at first was like, beef cheeks? I'm like, she's like, I'm not eating a cow's ass. I'm like, no, sweetheart, the cheeks are the face. She's like, oh. She goes, but that's gross. I'm not eating that either. I'm like, yeah, but you'll love it. And I made it. And she was like, because she likes when I make a nice chuck roast, do chuck roast tacos. So the beef cheeks.
That's what I was going to ask. So after you smoke it, you shred it and you throw it on the Blackstone?
Yeah.
Make some tacos?
No. I don't even put them on the Blackstone. No, I just.
You just shred it and serve?
I just shred it and serve. I mean, they're so freaking moist. What I do is I just smoke them open until they're like little crusty meteorites, about
Yeah.
180 degrees. Then I pan them with some onions, some beef stock, and a little bit of red wine, and then some about 10 cloves of garlic. And I just kind of put them right on the bed and boat them about halfway up. And then I cover them for about 3 more hours until they just super tender, usually somewhere around 210, 215 degrees.
Okay.
Really, really hot.
You
Really,
take
really
them.
hot.
Yeah, you take them further.
I take them further. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I'm in the mood to do sliced, I'll pull them around the 208, 210. They still need to get, I feel they need to get that high. You can have them two different ways. I mean, sliced, they have a whole different texture and feel to them than if you pull them, you know, and some people like them sliced. They prefer them sliced in a taco. I do a little bit of each. Sometimes I'll do some sliced and some pulled, but man, it makes a great taco, and it totally turned my wife around. She's like, I love beef cheeks now. So beef cheeks, beef ribs, brisket.
And of
I'm
course,
a beef guy
Uncle
now.
Keith, you say the word of the day, moist. They're moist. Your beef cheeks are moist.
I mean, I'd like to think so. That's what I'm told. Told them moist.
Kyle has a question. Ask if he ever smoked fatty on the back line, and what was it? What was in it? Ever thought about selling it at an event?
A fatty. So wait, when you say fatty, what are we talking about?
Fatty.
Left you know, we think something different.
Meatloaf.
Like we're talking meatloaf. Is it meatloaf?
Yeah.
Like a jacked up meatloaf, right?
Yes, yeah.
A smoked meatloaf.
Right.
No, I've done a couple meatloafs before. My wife makes a mean ass meatloaf, and then I'll usually smoke it. But honestly, we haven't thought of doing that at all for a pop-up, or I think that it'd probably be best if it was more of like a catering item versus at like a brewery or a pop-up at a game or a festival or something like that. You want to, like we're doing fall festival this Saturday at an elementary school in my town. We're feeding 400 people. 400 people we're feeding this weekend.
400.
Yeah, 200 parents and 200 kids.
Wow.
So we have to have stuff that's kind of easy to take, walk around with and stuff.
Yeah.
No plates, just kind of to go things. So we're doing
handheld.
Brisket, pulled pork sandwiches with mac and cheese or with chips or over mac and cheese is a huge seller. Brisket or chopped brisket or pulled pork over mac and cheese is probably the best seller. Easy to walk around with. Yeah. So you got to think of kind of what the easy stuff is. But for catering, I think that a meatloaf would be good. What's he saying?
Mag says you don't know what a fatty is. Are you serious?
I figured it was I thought it was like a couple different things. I wasn't 100% sure. I know what a fatty is.
We got cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline. Ma, where's the meatloaf?
I just was blanking for a second, but no, I don't make a ton of it, to be honest with you. I don't. Right. I probably maybe should. I made a bologna recently and freaking loved it. Smoked a bologna.
My dad,
like a bologna chub.
Hey, my dad and mom yesterday just showed me this video where dude took a slab of bologna and cut it 4 ways. He made bologna burn ends. He put it on a little block of wood, and it spread it open. So when he smoked it, it smoked each individual piece on the bologna. And he made burnt end bologna.
Oh.
Mind
He like origami with the bologna.
Mind blowing. Well, it was all about the trick. Now, if you throw that in a smoker, just cutting slices, it ain't getting smoked down in the middle.
Right.
So what they did was they put the block underneath. So when he put the slab, it made it like a blooming onion.
Like a blooming onion from Outback Steakhouse.
Yes. But that's also a brisket trick if your brisket's too long for your smoker, you put a brick with foil around it in the middle, and it TPs it.
Yeah. So also the juices,
Yeah,
so you don't pocket
right.
the juices there. Yeah.
Same concept, but it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
a slab. It was probably about a 3-inch slab of bologna.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, man!
That's It smoked bologna was pleasantly good. It was more surprisingly good, to be honest with you. I didn't know if I was gonna. Kids loved it, man. Made like bologna BLTs for
Hmm.
days. For days. Little
Yeah,
barbecue
man.
sauce. I kept it together. I just did like cross hatches in it, so it was like kind of
Yeah.
like diamond looking, and then we just put rub on it,
Hmm.
smoked it, and then glazed it at the end. Delicious. It was delicious.
Yeah, it was a crazy video. I'm definitely gonna have to recreate it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Not the video, just the recipe.
Yeah.
I'm not good at videos. I go live. I show you what I could do live.
Right.
Them long cooks, it's hard to chop and paste and edit. It gets tedious for my brain, my little pea brain.
It's a
I
lot.
lose
A lot
I
that
lose
goes into it.
focus. I lose focus, and then I get frustrated, and I'm like, deuces, I'm out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man. So, another probably going to be a good one. Have you ever beat Mags in a eating challenge yet?
No.
Straight answer,
Next-
no. Hey,
next
next
question.
question. Fuck,
No,
that didn't
same
go
answer.
over.
Let's
Hey, that
question.
that didn't go over like I planned it, bro. Jesus Christ.
What a pain in the ass that guy is.
But you guys have
so.
But you guys
really
have
wanna
went
beat him.
head to head on multiple occasions.
Yes.
Multiple occasions.
Son of a
Which
bitch,
actually he has beat you. But he brought it to my attention that you did snub him on that hot brisket challenge, even though you guys didn't do it together at the same time as an eating challenge.
right. Nobody really has. There
Time
was only
time
at the
wise,
time like 40
yeah, time
people that have ever
wise,
tried that challenge, the deadly
yeah,
brisket challenge.
deadly brisket, yes, yeah,
Yeah, it was at the smokehouse in Amherst, New Hampshire, and they have this challenge where there's the 3 hottest peppers known to man in there, and then they make a mayo with that same those same peppers, and then a barbecue sauce, basically like a brisket sloppy Joe, like a 6 to 8 ounce brisket sloppy Joe. And yeah, no, man, I beat him by 5 seconds, but us two, we were the second. I was the second. He was the third one to ever complete this challenge out of say 40 or so people that have tried it. The only other guy that did it took him almost the whole 10 minutes to even eat the sandwich. And I did it in 2 minutes and 7 seconds. And I believe John did it in 2 minutes and 12 seconds. So honestly, we did it right the way me and Johnny did it. I mean, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, whatever. We finished it in record time. As far as I'm concerned, that's pretty much
right
dead even. The other guy took him almost 10 minutes, and then no one else. Because after you eat it, you have 10 minutes to eat it. Then you have a 10-minute burn time. You got to sit there and just burn. You can't wipe your face. You can't take the black nitrile gloves off. You can't touch your face. They put a glass of milk in front of you. They're
teasing
like,
you.
hey, there you go.
Yeah,
in case you want it. Boom, glass of milk. And you got to sit there. Now you eat it fast, right? Because you once you take the first bite and you swallow, you go, oh, that's not so bad. Oh, God, there it is. Holy shit. You start eating it. And you're like, I got to get this thing down. And immediately, like, survival mode comes on. And you're like, I need to eat this as fast as, at least this is how John and I think we're thinking. We need to eat this as fast as possible because we need to get over this burn time. The burn time kicks in as soon as you finish that last bite. And that 10-minute burn time kicks in. I couldn't wait to start that burn time. And I think that's the advice I gave to John. eat that thing as fast as possible and get to the burn time countdown. That's your number one goal. And it was so fun because I get to bust his chops live on the pod. I'm gonna rewatch that. That's a good one. Go
Yeah,
and
it
hit
is.
Life Barbecue
It is.
Podcast and rewatch
Yeah.
that episode when I'm
Right.
busting John's chops live on the air, and that dude's arm is like this. He's on the table. He's on the table like he couldn't move, and I was like, so tell me how it feels. So tell me how you're feeling right now, and he'd just be like, F off, you know. It's just like,
Right.
he's like, I don't remember saying that. I'm like, it was
That
a
was
challenge
fun.
and a half.
Yeah, that was fun. It was. For
I still want
sure.
to beat him at a regular
What's
challenge, though, like a real
so
eating
what's
challenge.
so what's the name of that barbecue joint? Because we have a few people in here from the area.
It's the Smoke House, Haus, in Amherst, New Hampshire.
Amherst.
Yep. I'm blanking on the owner's name. Is oh god, I'm blanking on his name, but I have him in my phone. You go there and you do the Deadly Brisket Challenge. They make you sign a 4-page waiver.
Yeah.
4-page waiver that literally
It took you longer to sign and read and sign than it did for you guys to eat the sandwich.
The owner's name is Dave. Look, I got blindsided by this challenge by Chris and Kevin. We were going there to do a Q review, and this thing we started to do just before COVID hit, and we started to go around these different local barbecue joints around Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and we started to give the reviews, trying to really just highlight like the good places. So when people came to visit the area, they would know where to go. And these guys just blindsided me with this. I didn't even know they had this thing. And they totally like, you like hot? Because I ate a ghost pepper in Chris's kitchen once because we were hammered. And I was like, oh, yeah. He was like, here, eat this pepper. And I was like, nyah, 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 and threw the stem behind me. He goes, dude, no, it's a ghost pepper, no. And I was like, nyah, 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 nyah. Goom. And I was like, what is happening right now? Yeah, but it was hot. I drank milk for like a half an hour. It's not that it's not hot. I mean, it's not. I'm not trying to pretend here that it's not hot. I mean, this shit is hot. I could just take the pain. That's it.
Right.
Mind over matter. I just think I go to my happy place. I'm in Aruba. Oh, my face is melting.
Lep asked me, where do I want to live? He's like, Aruba.
Aruba. John, why are you saying fuck off? Why is John saying fuck off for?
Because I mean, I don't know. Probably because he's beat you in every other
probably
challenge.
I'm just busting his chops right now because I'm fucking twisting out on him.
Yeah,
but I really do want to beat him in like a regular eating contest, like just like we're always getting like these big sandwiches, like a roast beef. You know what I mean? We're getting like a massive roast beef sandwich or chugging an eggnog. I don't want to just like a basic like grilled cheese sandwich or something. Just
whoa! Let me rewind. Whoa, back up a little bit.
Bag of chips, maybe.
Back up a little bit.
What?
You brought up the eggnog challenge.
Oh, it was nasty. It was freaking gross. It was gross. It's gross. I don't ever want to do that again. If he makes me do that this year, I'm quitting the show. I'm gonna quit. Walk away.
You heard it here first. Mags, if you want him off the show, challenge him to another eggnog.
You want a new host? Let's do another eggnog challenge, motherfucker. So.
Okay, and what was the one before that? Tall roast beef?
The massive roast beef from place in Tewksbury. Blanking on the name. I'd love to give him a shout out. But Tessie's roast beef. It's one of the bigger roast beef sandwiches, a solid pound of roast beef on there. The North Shore roast beef, 3-way with the barbecue sauce and cheese and mayo. He's just got such a big goddamn mouth that,
Oh, is that what it is?
he just can freaking just take that shit down. Like I'm trying to think of ways to beat him, and it's not an amount contest because he'll crush me in an amount contest. It has to be a speed contest, but yet he's beating me on the speed contest, and I need to figure out what his weakness is, and I might have it. I might be onto something recently. I'm not going to talk about it, but I might be onto something. We might be doing something recently.
He got something up his schmedium sleeve there. You can't even get a finger in between that thing.
Extra large.
Oh, now he wants to show us the tag.
Hold on, let me take my shirt off.
Oh, shit.
I will find his weakness, and I will capitalize. Put that on the cracker, need it, dude.
Yeah. So honestly, the challenges are epic between you guys. We love it as fans. I'm a fan of the show. There's plenty other people over here in the chat that are totally fans of Pit Life Barbecue Podcast, and we just love to see the challenge and the ball busting, and at the end of the day, it's camaraderie. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
No matter who wins, you both winners. You know what I mean? Because you entertained us. You're entertainers at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's fun. We have a good time together. We do. We love busting each other's chops. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah, for sure. And that's all we're built for in this entertainment business that we're in. Yes, we might have our own thing and going on in our own city, our own life and stuff, but we come online and we're online entertainment. And sometimes that online entertainment carries over to a barbecue catering gig. They'd be like, man, this guy's awesome. You know what I mean? It's word of mouth. Everybody talks about everybody. So at the end of the day, we're all successful. Mag says he's trying to get Badlands Chugs on to get me some competition. Oh man, he done replaced you. He's like, I need a new competitor.
Oh yeah, I was talking about. Now we're talking about a drink. So now we're talking about drinking contest. No, I haven't beat him in a drinking contest either. I'm chugging contest. I will outdrink you on an amount contest. I said it here. Not on a speed contest, but I will outdrink you on an amount contest, and that's because Mags just doesn't drink that much. So I still think I'll beat him if we were to sit there with a 24-pack of Natty Light. I think Mags is passing out first. What do you think?
I have to beg to differ because the last Pit Life Barbecue co-host didn't last. There's a story.
Did they have this challenge?
No, they were on the hot seat. Messy Mike and Mags were on the hot seat together, and they were all drinking together. CJ, Dutch, Messy Mike, Mags, and let's just say the co-host was the first man down. Frazier goes down. Goes Frazier.
Is that where that came from?
Yeah.
He always says that. He literally fell off the chair. That was it.
Done. Actually, I think it was a German Shepherd. A dog come down like it was hours of no movement. Stop. A dog come down and sniffed him to make sure he was alive.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's funny. I have to go back and watch that.
Yeah. Shoot, that was probably 2018. I want to say 2018. Yeah. Yep.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Yeah. Good stuff. So that's
Yeah.
where that came from. Down
Yeah,
goes Frazier.
down goes Frazier. Hey, whatever you're gonna challenge this man at, I'm sorry. I've seen it. He's a winner. Don't challenge him unless you want to get face down, ass up. You know?
That's the way.
That's the way.
That's the way I like to smoke meats.
Ass up, face down.
That's the way I smoke my meats. Yeah.
Hey, we might be onto something, man. We might be onto a barbecue song right there. We got to
sleep it over next. Max,
hey,
doing all nighter.
Yeah, we got to come up with a dance, a little TikTok dance.
I just created a TikTok account like 2 days ago. So dumb. So many
welcome
things to do.
Welcome to the bandwagon.
How do you keep up with it all? I can't even. Too old. I'm too old for this shit. You know? Oh, Christ. Yeah.
All right, man. With that being said, we're on the hour. We're done.
Cool, man.
And appreciate you coming on, being a guest, man. Tons of laughs, bro. Tons and tons of laughs. I heard was that your iPhone watch?
It was my watch. That was like she's talking to me. I don't know what the hell she wants right now at this point. Telling me to go to bed. I don't know. She's like, oh, what are you doing? You've been on the phone for so long. You're neglecting me. Like, shut up, woman.
So with that being said, I'm gonna drop the link for the after show. We're gonna go hang out off air, and we're gonna hang out, and we're gonna continue this party with or without you. And if Mags, okay, right on. If anybody wants to join, hit that link. And I want to appreciate all the hot seaters coming out tonight and joining us and keeping that chat lit. Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline, dropping your links. They've been dropping your links all night long. Man, appreciate you, Greg.
Awesome, dude. Thanks for having me. Thanks everyone for watching. It's great.
Yeah. So check out Pit Life Barbecue Podcast on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you'll get to see him and Mags ball bust each other the whole show. The producer's great. They got awesome. Tons of stuff going on over there. And we'll see you guys next week. Love you.
Awesome.
Peace. We out of here. And we got to hold it because it never wants to go